Hi, guys. Sorry. I'm in the next part now. We're in part, I think, 4. And I hope that this is my final part. Ne? Kibuaka, the comments, it's go TikTok. I come from a season of YouTube responding to horrible comments, and I'm not going back there. And I remember just even saying, you go kitchening when I was making coffee. I'm not going back to the time when I am busy dissing everyone that's breaking my heart on TikTok. Today, I responded to that horrible girl in one of my videos, right? But I'm not gonna do it. I told myself that I was going to delete the comments, but you know how you have to look at the thing first to delete it. Now for me, is to avoid pain, is to avoid all that. I know some people might say, Karabo, you're being too sensitive about it, but just gain context. Like situation, I'm in pain. I can't take more. I'm not as emotionally strong as I used to be because I already have so much on my back. Do you understand? So yes, I'm super sensitive right now because I'm super abused and I'm super attacked, and I'm not going to be taking Baloi Bamo South Africa chilling in my comment section or about to that pro ancestral worship or whatever. And so they just feel as if though since they work for the kingdom of darkness, my comment section, and in so doing, I guess fight for their side. Let them go. In my comment section, but that also means I ubiquitously will also be ignoring honest, good, Christ-serving or edified people. Or it also means I'm also ignoring people that likely have valid questions that I could answer. I'm sorry guys, I'm sensitive. I need to get out of this mess. And once I'm out of it, I'll be less sensitive. I'll be less heartbroken. Once I have a sound body of supporters around me that can help me feel better, give me a hug when I'm feeling down, and pat me on the shoulder. Once I have people in my life, because I currently don't have any reliable people in my life, then maybe I can take 1 or 2 really horrible comments, maybe even 100 terrible comments, and then go on and have a coffee with a friend afterwards and talk about it. But right now, I literally have nobody. And so I am going through this alone. It's like they are throwing stones into a cave. Mokodi momoto a wetseng ka mogara ona, and antsa skrima arasa akopa thuso. Ba latle ba tshela metsi, be ba tshela le matlapa. And then they dump stools in there. Like the person is already going through a lot, and this person is speaking nonsense as a result because they take it for granted to rescue the day. So I will generally, very generalistically, ignore all comments. But it is not because I'm a diva or whatever, or I'm spiteful. I mean, I actually tried that strategy initially, on TikTok, to ignore comments, but I felt so bad. I felt so horrible. I saw that little bubble that says you've got this many comments, and I just was sliding right by it and not looking at my stats because but then I felt sad that there are people who are talking to me and I'm not talking back. So beke comment back, but now they've started, and since Bakadile, I'm sorry guys, they are literally a lot more painful than the good comments. That's just the sad thing, hey? People focus on the bad news more than they do on the good news. You can literally be very happy in your in a situation and everybody be patting you on the shoulder and helping you feel better, mara just that one person out of that joy. It's unfortunate that sorrow has so much more weight and power than happiness. It's unfortunate, but that's just the case. Now, to help you understand what booking into that has unhinged me, causing me to make this decision. Some people in the future are not going to understand why I ignore. Only those people that are watching this are only going to catch on. Maybe I will. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry, right? I need to get out of this mess. I'll come back to the comments, okay? Here's the deal. There is this chick that commented on one of my videos where I was warning about a coming destruction. Literally something so... Let me actually look for it. More computing. And I will read you that exact comment. I don't like. I have an auto on my social media. Then sisters in your and she had somebody underneath that replied. And for me, it's like this is nothing. For many people, it's like, hey, a lot of people can just glide right by it. They can just move on. What haloganya? Maranam, not that girl. I'm sending an alert. Currently, and tlhoriso ya teng go botlhoko. Do you understand? Go botlhoko. Like I can't take more. I just want to read you the trail. Ne? The name of the video is There is Something Extremely Dark That Happened End of October Globally. Pray. There is something extremely dark that happened end of October. Rapela. Pray. And then this chick by the name of Botle responds and says, with them earrings all over you, I doubt you know anything about spirits. Okay, there was this friend I used to have back in the day. She also broke my heart, but before then, bomba. This chickie once got into a car accident some months or before I met her. And she told me that at that vehicle accident, right, it overturned. It capsized, essentially, and she could have basically died. Mara, she just hit her head, and there was a small little cut flowing down. Mara, she was a little bit disoriented and dizzy. There's a car then that stopped immediately after the accident happened, and this dude, basically, who was in this car, went and looked inside the vehicle and was like, hello, is anybody okay? Are you alright? My friend responds and says, no, I'm fine, I'm cool, please help me open the door. Dude wabula door. Turns out no bones were broken, just a little bit of whiplash, and she's dizzy and she's been cut. The ambulance is being called. As soon as he was able to gauge her senses are together, he then was like, okay, so what's your name? Can I have your number? Maybe one day I can take you out for lunch. So this dude noticed that my girl was pretty despite having blood flowing down her face, and because nasa batlo misa opportunity, I decided to share right then and there. And my friend looked at this dude on some, I could be internally bleeding, and all you can think about are your loins. This is not the time. This is not the place to be speaking smack. Chiri commenta rubbish in my comment section. That guy. Like moto o tswile accident thing, moto ampora tlhokafala mara ga tlhokafala ona le khate gona le madi a rothang all over sefatlego. Mara because I appear to be shaking myself out of this thing, and it's clear that I'm gonna survive, I'm gonna make it. We just need an ambulance and a doctor to gauge the internal bleeding. Now that you're out of the woods and I don't have an obviously impending death coming on, then you think you can just go and throw in random inappropriate reactions to a particular situation. I'm still together, I'm kept in a bunch, and despite to go and throw this kind of comment in because I appear like I am safe. I appear like I get tlhokafale. I appear even though so I got such a response. I'm still hurt. I have still got whiplash, and doctors haven't even confirmed if I'm internally bleeding. But this is what you're saying. You're inappropriate, and on top of that, you are not speaking things that ought to be spoken to a person that has just been in an accident. I am saying there is something extremely dark that happened end of October globally. Pray. And her comment is, with them earrings all over you, I doubt you know anything about spirits. Let's go to the next part. Nonsense thereafter of my response, and I am grateful and unlike that other dude there's somebody or responding underneath her, and I'm not sure if that is in support of her or of me, but these are the kinds of things that literally moto walatella morago nyoko e builweng ke motho o original ko comment sectioning purely because comment something terrible, and so there's just like a string of rubbish then being spoken to this person that's delivering important information. Next.